We now return to Pakistan. An attack on Iran can be launched simultaneously with an attack on Pakistan. The purpose would be to eliminate Pakistan from the nuclear club. But we've been saying this for 10 years now. When the attack on America took place in September 2001, we produced a booklet 2 months later, a Muslim response to the attack on America. That booklet is on my website. And in that booklet we said that those who planned and executed 9/11 had as their ultimate target Pakistan. And they put the blame on Afghanistan so that they could put their troops in Afghanistan so that they'll be advantageously located for moving in on the final target, which is Pakistan. Why Pakistan? Why is Pakistan so important? The answer is Pakistan is a member of the nuclear club. It is the only Muslim country which possesses nuclear weapons. And according to the Bible of the Zionists, no Muslim country must be able to defend itself. The Zionist Bible says that no Muslim country must have nuclear weapons. But the Zionist Bible says Israel can have as many nuclear weapons as it wants. And Israel should be able to also use its nuclear weapons according to their moral law. And because Pakistan has nuclear weapons, Pakistan has to be denuclearized. Their strategy for denuclearizing Pakistan appeared to me 10 years ago to be to try to so destabilize Pakistan that there may be civil war in Pakistan, and then use that civil war as an excuse that we have to save the world from a nuclear holocaust. We have to save the world from nuclear weapons landing in the hands of terrorists. And so we have a mission. For the sake of mankind, we have to attack and invade Pakistan and destroy the nuclear plants in Pakistan and destroy the nuclear weapons in Pakistan, and also break up Pakistan into bits and pieces so it can never rise again. When that happens, of course, we must have a Zionist friend to take over and control all the pieces. And it is time for Muslims around the world to recognize, including Muslims in Iran, that Israel's most strategic partner, most strategic ally in the world today, after the United States, is India, with Saudi Arabia neck and neck behind India. And so, not only must India be involved in the attack, but also when the attack takes place on Pakistan, and if it succeeds, then in the sequel it is India who must now control the region on Israel's behalf. An attack on Pakistan, a successful attack on Pakistan, and the denuclearization of Pakistan and the breakup of Pakistan into bits and pieces will impact upon Muslims in the whole of that subcontinent in such a way as to bring about a state of demoralization and despair, and send shock waves to Muslims in the rest of the world. That one of the largest Muslim communities around the world, in India, Pakistan and Bangladesh, have now come under the foot of Hindu India. So India will rule the entire South Asia with NATO in control in Afghanistan. What should Pakistan do at a time like this late hour? Perhaps it's already too late for Pakistan to do anything, because those who have controlled Pakistan politically and those who have been in control of the Pakistan armed forces have distinguished themselves with their stupidity. And I have to use a harsh language. I'm so sorry to use this harsh language against them. Their awesome and monstrous stupidity these last 10 years since 9/11 in supporting war on terror, which is a euphemism for war on Islam, supporting NATO in their attack on Afghanistan, your innocent Muslim brothers in Afghanistan, and you supporting NATO, killing innocent people. But more than that, handing over the territory of Pakistan to the Zionists. Have you no shame? This is what you did for 10 years. That all the NATO supplies going to Afghanistan went to the territory of Pakistan, and it took you 10 years to stop it. Only when NATO killed 23 Pakistani soldiers, they didn't do by accident. They launched an attack on the Pakistani post while he was sleeping to send a message to you that that's it, the friendship is over, we're coming to attack you now. So only when that happened, now you're going to stop them from transiting the territory of Pakistan with supplies for the NATO troops in Afghanistan? How could you be so stupid to hand over 3 military bases in Pakistan to the United States so that drones could go and from above, pilotless drones, and killing our people innocently? And now, when the knife is about to cut your throat, only now you're waking up. When the attack on Pakistan takes place, I think they already know what's going to happen. So all of these Pakistani Zionists, I call them Zionists, probably already have their suitcases packed. Right? They did it in Saigon. And they'll all be flying to Miami and to Los Angeles and to New York to spend the rest of their miserable lives. These traitors. But I'm not talking about them tonight. I'm talking about the Pakistani people, as poor as they may be. In their poverty, they still love Islam. And they hate the government of the United States, which has been committing aggression and oppression with deception after deception. Feelings in Pakistan have reached fever pitch. They know in Pakistan the attack is coming. My advice tonight to them, if it is not too late, I don't know, what can you do? My answer is, if you are to win Allah's help, you got to put your house in order. You got to abandon those who are fighting over sectarian issues. Stay away from them. Get away from these people. Deobandi versus Barelvi. This sect against that sect. treat these people as though they are a people who have to be cast aside. Don't keep their company. And try to bring once again, bring the fraternity of Islam. That these are all brothers and sisters in Islam, one people. Identify yourself as a Muslim. I am the student of Maulana Dr. Muhammad Fadlur Rahman Ansari, rahimahullah. He established the Alimia Institute of Islamic Studies in Karachi, Pakistan. And that's where I studied under him. And because of what he taught me, and the methodology of study that he gave to me, I'm able to do the work that I'm doing now. So you might want to go to his grave in North Nazimabad in Pakistan, Block B. Go to his grave and offer dua. This is halal, this is permissible. To offer dua that Allah might forgive him his sins, and grant him nur in his grave, and grant him Jannah. Ameen. Maulana Fadlur Rahman Ansari rahimahullah never joined in this sectarian warfare in Pakistan. Never. And he established the Alimia Institute as a non-sectarian institute. He was not Deobandi and the institute was not Deobandi. He was not Brelvi and the institute was not Brelvi. Let me repeat that to those who are now controlling the institute, where I studied and where I was once the principal. He established an institute which was neither Deobandi, nor Brelvi, nor Ahli Hadith, nor Wahhabi. It was Muslim. And he said himself, I am not Deobandi, I am not Brelvi, I am not Ahli Hadith, I am not Wahhabi, I am Muslim. That's his statement. And that's the way out for Pakistan today. To get out of this cancer of sectarian warfare. Number two, Allah made riba haram. Pakistan is miserably poor today because of riba. The paper that you're using as money in Pakistan, the rupee, is bogus, it's fraudulent, it's utterly haram. And it's a vehicle of riba. Your ulama in Pakistan have not been able to recognize that all these years. Go look for those scholars of Islam in Pakistan who can recognize that paper to be bogus and fraudulent and haram. Who can recognize so-called Islamic banking to be delivering riba through the back door. Who can recognize that membership in the United Nations organization and submission to the Charter of the UN is a recipe to slavery. Who can recognize that membership in the International Monetary Fund, which prohibits the use of gold as money, is a recipe for slavery. Look for such scholars of Islam and follow them. And also for the people of Pakistan, get out of the cities. Go to the countryside and seek to produce your own food to sustain yourselves in a tomorrow that is coming that's going to be horrible. Let us now turn to implications for the United States of America. As soon as Israel attacks Iran, in my opinion, is that Israel is not going to attempt to deliver a knockout blow. Israel will attack Iran in order to commence wars that she hopes will follow one after the other. As soon as Israel attacks Iran, the first implication is that Iran is going to attack Iraq. And Iran is strategically poised, advantageously poised, to attack the United States in Iraq. As soon as Iran is attacked, Shias around the world are going to respond with solidarity with Iran. And that includes the majority population of Iraq, which is Shia. What about the Sunni in Iraq? The Sunnis are waging a war against the United States. They want to get the United States out of Iraq. And if Iran attacks Iraq, the Sunnis are going to also intensify their attacks on the United States. And so the United States is going to be in a no-win situation in Iraq. You'll be facing enemies fighting you on all sides with no friends around you, none. I don't think, and I hope and pray, I don't think that NATO will succeed in getting the Turkish government to act so stupidly to attack Iran. I don't think it's going to happen. No. And let us pray that the Turkish government is not ruled by fools. And so NATO and the United States in particular are going to be faced with war in Iraq that they cannot win. And they can lose. They can lose. And this is what Israel wants.